Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. I want to talk about something kind of controversial, but I don't care. I try to help people, and I know people, based on the comments, that these videos be helping them. The last thing a good guy want to be labeled is a deadbeat, but let's just face it. Things change in life. Sometimes things don't always work out the same as they did years before. But every step of the way, you got to give yourself the best opportunity to succeed, the best opportunity to continue to flourish in life. And sometimes a lot of guys, me personally, I don't believe that all of these women who marriages don't work out with, I don't believe it's always that they just a horrible person. They might be a little evil a lot of time, but I don't think it's always that they're a horrible person. I think that sometimes people change in ways that are unacceptable for people who know what they're supposed to experience in life. So this video is for married guys, because it's time to start ditching these that I'm talking about. It's time to start ditching. Tom Leykis had a saying, DTB, dump that broad or dump that BI. I'm going to use DTB and I'm going to say dump that baggage. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about 7 characteristics of the wife that you need to divorce. Now, sometimes there'll be kids involved. But you can't always, you have to know how to handle situations such as those. Because if you are in a toxic relationship, then it's not helpful to your physical body. And which one you think your kid is going to be more sad about? You getting sick and dying or being laying up in the hospital, or them still being able to see you just done moved on from their mama? Which one? I mean, let's face it, man. Like I say all the time, if marriage is not done God's way every step of the way, then it's doomed. Especially if you have a guy, we ain't even talking about women. You have a guy that know what his wife is supposed to be because he done read the scriptures, and she's not that way, it's going to be problems. So let's talk about it. I'm going to go through them, and then I'm going to try to come back to them. And if I can't remember, then I'll just go look back at my list. Number 1, unsubmissive. If she's unsubmissive, don't try to make her submit. If you tell her about submission and she argues in any way, don't try to make her submit. Just begin the DTB process. Like, and you shouldn't always just do it. Like, you gotta plan it. See. And you have to figure out, is this really what you need to do? If you done had this conversation with her many, many times about submission, and she's still being argumentative, trying to say stuff like God might have been a woman and all this old other weird stuff, it's time for the process to begin. 2, non-sexual. Sex in a marriage is not for negotiation, especially when the woman will leave you if you cheat. It's not up for negotiation. Like I said in the earlier video today, you women be wanting guys to stick to just them. You better be the championship. the champion wife, the biblical, the proverb, the Sarah, the Ruth. If you not, you basically asking for too much. Number 3, she treats you like you're not smart. How many times have you argued with your wife? Y'all agree, but she's trying to disagree with you. If a third party listens to what y'all saying, they'll be like, wait a minute, y'all really agreeing with each other. As that stuff happens when she doesn't think you smart, or when you start presenting your ideas and she gets quiet. But when she has her ideas, which are totally somewhere else, it's not even the part of your vision, you're supposed to just grab it and embrace it and hug it. That's because she don't think you smart. Or she don't think that y'all, she thinks that y'all equals. Any marriage where the wife thinks that she's greater or equal to her husband is doomed, unless he's a simp, unless he's what's called by Coach Greg and other YouTubers, a gump. Number 4, she gets too friendly with men. Listen, wait, let me get my, this seemed like, hold on one second. Yeah, I had a feeling this phone was going dead. Too friendly with men. Listen, if you don't like my friends, then why every time I look up, you sitting right next to him talking to him? You don't like them, remember? Now, how many of y'all wives do that? This is what you should be telling her. You don't even like my friends. Why you up under them? You don't ever know what's going through her mind. She could be trying to make you think that. And she think your friend is cute the whole time. That's why you can never fully trust no woman. Never. Never. And stop bringing God in this. You treat people the way you have wisdom and treat people the way they need to be treated. Stop trying to over evaluate people just for the sake of avoiding conflict or under evaluate. Either or is bad. So 6 plays the victim. It's always you. She can pick a fight, and when she starts losing, it's you. It's you. It's always you. Everything is always you. Every bad thing that she did is because of this and that with you. That's a person that you need to put on this road, this DTB road, if that doesn't. Now, this is correctable. This is correctable. Number 6 is correctable with some. Number 7 wants all her misbehavior and the misbehavior of others to be kept a secret. Aisha Curry, Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett called it an entanglement when it was her. Aisha Curry, oh, stay out of our business, this, that, and other. Listen, nobody made you say what you said. You literally said that you want other guys in your DMs. Nobody made you say that. And you being in the limelight, you should have knew that people was going to respond to that. And what did you do after that? What did you do after that? You start taking indecent photos. What did Lala Anthony do after that? Start taking indecent photos. See? DTB. DTB. Stop marrying these chicks, man. Like I heard somebody say, and let's go for the ride now. Because I'm almost done, but I just heard somebody say that morality, if you're not careful, I'm paraphrasing, I'm putting it in my own words, will be the death of you. And as this is coming from a preacher, don't let morality cause people to get over on you. Because take it from me, I'll put it on my own shoulder. The Most High is not pleased with that. You're not pleasing God if you don't know how to stand your ground and when to stand your ground. And I will go a step further, and you can even prove this in the scriptures. Deuteronomy 24 makes it clear. A man can divorce his wife. Man can't divorce his wife. Now, women is kind of different. Like, you bound to him as long as you shall live. And, if he divorces you based on your indecent behaviors, then the scourge of your failed marriage will be on you. But if he divorces you based on his own misbehaviors, that's different. That's why I always tell you, do not give them anything where they can play the victim. Don't cheat. If you feel a need to start dealing with other women, get rid of her. Just get rid of her. Because if she is wayward, it's going to show. She's going to start taking indecent photos. She's going to start dressing indecent. You're going to start seeing her with other guys. Her true colors is going to come out. See, a woman that wants to be a OH or never got to be a OH can become a OH as soon as she becomes single. And a lot of women have all these notions built up in their mind to the point where they'll believe the whole time that everything they're doing is justified. No matter what they put in their mouth, no matter what they put in other parts of their body. And they'll even try to, see, this is part of the Jezebel. Jezebel went down all the way to the end trying to seduce and put on makeup. To the end, very end of her life. These who operate in the same spirit, they will literally be doing all types of sin and trying to justify it in their mind, and will even get on their knees and try to cry about it after they get smashed. And the Most High will be looking at them like, you just got rid of your husband, you ran him off. You wasn't doing nothing with him, and now you're doing something with somebody else, and you're trying to cry to me about it after it happened. He'll be looking at them like, no, you had a husband. There's nothing that a woman can do with another guy if she wasn't doing it with her husband and they ended up separated in part because of it. That's why a lot of y'all women, you need to take your time before you get married, because the laws from God are different for you. The laws are not favorable, 100% favorable for men either, but they favor men over women. So now they have this thing where they want to discredit the Bible now. Oh, this is all this stuff could just tamper with. Listen, do what you want to do. But don't play with God, because God can see right through all of us. He can see through all of us. You can't fool him. See, that's the devil wants people to believe that they somehow can get things past God. You ain't getting nothing past God. Everything you say in prayer, everything you do in your life, he can see right through it. He can see right through it. So what's next? You're not going to believe in him just so you could do some dirt? It's your loss. But yeah, DTB, dump the baggage. It's time for a lot of these women to get dumped. Like you can't always just, and I would tell you like this. You married, your kids, you gotta, don't just run off. Okay, I'm gonna show you like this. Take care of your kids. Even if that in some cases means that you gotta do some things for her. But if she tries to torment you in court, y'all already know what I be saying. So if I would say, okay, if you got one of them relationships that's on the DTB road, What I would tell you is don't be telling her everything no more. Don't tell her nothing you did in the past that wasn't right. Don't be telling her every dime you got. Because all of this stuff, depending on how evil she is, can end up being used against you in court. Well, he had $7,000. It could be used against you. So don't be disclosing everything, man. I know you want to, again. Morality, never let people use your morals against you. You will never use my morals against me. I'm going to always have sex. And that's the attitude a lot of guys should have. I'm always have sex. I'm just using this for example. I'm just saying. My wife couldn't use my love for God in ways that benefit her. Because the minute I saw her trying to do it, I'm going completely against the grain. I know God. I know He knows everything. He sees through everything. So, no woman, yeah, well, you ain't even say, it's not for you to say whether or not I'm saved. It's not for you to say whether or not. Now you can make your assumptions. I do it all the time. But you can't etch it in stone. The women try to do that, man. Don't give them that power, man. Listen. Okay, I'm finna say something a little derogatory now. A lot of y'all guys, y'all try to wait. Your wife ain't doing nothing with you. And when she do, it's very unenthusiastic and it's just to shut you up. But you still trying to hide and get it done yourself. Don't hide no more. If she is denying you, tell her flat out, yeah, I'm doing that. And there's no need to hide anything from our wives. Our wives, it's not even for them to be trying to dictate. If I'm not doing anything that's against God, or I'm not doing anything and you not doing anything that physically or somehow is harmful to your wife and kids, then they really not even supposed to question you. Say, well, that's misogyny. Not in the Bible. Well, you're a male chauvinist. Not in the Bible. That's all. I'm not going to say that group because all they're going to do is try to censor. But it's a certain group. That's their lingo. That's not biblical lingo. You ain't going to find those words nowhere in the Bible. Unless you write a Bible yourself, which has no power at all. You done made it up yourself. And it's not things that were actually said and done. But thanks for watching. I want to stay out here and just do some more work. It's time for some of you guys to let these women know that it's your way or the highway. Your way or the highway. Because they getting out of control and it's going to make... Okay, let me ask you something real quick and close. How many of y'all argue every day with your wife? How many of y'all argue every week? If you arguing frequently with your wife, it's time to find out what's going on. If she's gotten to the point where you can't tell her anything, it's time to move around from her. Kids or no kids. I mean, it's all broken homes ain't your fault, man. See, they can call you a deadbeat. They can call you whatever they want to call you. That don't mean it's true. If it's not true, it's not true. Man, there's a big old shadow. Y'all see my phone shadow? It's dark out here. Look at that. Look. Look at my hand. But thanks for watching. Make sure you continue to subscribe. I just got another subscriber. It's still not showing me your names. Thanks for subscribing. You'll hear me talk at length on all subjects on this channel. Hopefully that's what you want. We start doing lives. Most of the lives is going to be whatever comment you want, whatever you want to talk about. We're going to be all over the place in my lives. You know, sometimes it might be a certain subject, but we're going to be all over the place. So continue to subscribe, continue to share this content so we can get up there and get to that point. Thanks again, and I will see you Monday.